Once again, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Day 2 of 15th Auto Expo 2020, the most awaited event of the year. I request everybody to kindly take their seats, put your mobile phones in silent mode. We're about to begin with the show. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Hyundai Motor India Limited, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you all. My name is Deepthi Sadhwani, and I welcome you all as a host for the day. We have an extremely loved and special guest present amongst us here today, the Badshah of Bollywood, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, our very own corporate brand ambassador since inception. Welcome, sir. Hyundai Motor India Limited is the most trusted automobile brand in the country and has created trend-setting benchmarks in the Indian automobile industry. Hyundai Motor India Limited has continually introduced cutting-edge global technology and produced world-class products for the past 21 years in the Indian industry. The all-new Creta, the ultimate SUV, is one of the most popular mid-size SUVs around. To talk to us more about the evolution of the all-new Creta in the SUV segment, I would request Mr. Sun Kim, Managing Director and CEO, Hyundai Motor India Limited, to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause. Welcome, sir.
Esteemed friend from media, our corporate brand ambassador, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. And Hyundai Creta is not just loved by one and all, but the sheer power and performance made the SUV the most awarded car. It simply redefined the SUV driving in India 5 years ago. As a king, Creta has created a legacy in just 5 years and has established a prominent road presence and has become a happy life partner for more than 4.6 lakh customers in India and 1.9 lakh customers worldwide. Hyundai Creta has created a unique place in the SUV segment. Ever since Creta was launched, the SUV segment has seen an upwardly growth, and for Hyundai, the SUV sales were on growth trajectory. Creta has become a household name for all SUV enthusiasts, and the testimonials from media expert and customer has highest level of recommendation for its all-round performance, quality, feature, design, and drivability. During these years, we have evolved and raised Creta standard by giving new refreshed looks and adding latest technology. Our media friends and customers have given many recognition winners, most admired SUV, and many more, and continuous road toward brand Hyundai. Friends, with venue Kona, new 2020 Tucson, and the all-new Creta, now Hyundai has the youngest SUV lineup in the Indian market. We are future ready as our customers have choices from electric range to powerful SUV with an option of petrol and diesel fuel type, along with wide range of transmission options. New Creta, based on Hyundai's global design language, sensuous sporty, the all-new Creta is set to relight a new era of dominance in the SUV segment with its masculine and futuristic appeal with advanced technology. During this year, our media expert and customers have shared many important features to enhance Creta into a more valuable choice and undisputed leader in the segment. Our R&D center has packed them all and developed the all-new Creta, especially on 6 key pillars for Indian market. First, masculine and futuristic style. Second, intuitive experience. Third, smart technology. Fourth, powerful performance. Fifth, advanced connectivity. Sixth, enhanced comfort and complete peace of mind with the Hyundai assurance. All-new Creta will be equipped with many class-leading premium features like panoramic sunroof, LED headlamp, enhanced BlueLink 145, and many more. Friends, all-new Creta is the ultimate SUV. We will be launching the all-new Creta in coming March, and we are sure that this magnificent product will be a great customer delight and supersede their aspiration and expectation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. The ultimate SUV, the all-new Creta, seems to be on its way to become a game changer. I now request Mr. Mitchell Koo, HMC designer, to come up on stage and shed some light on the design philosophy and the features about the charismatic Creta, the ultimate SUV. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. Okay, my mic is working on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hyundai at the Auto Show 2020. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Minchul Koo. I'm the Vice President of Hyundai Design. Actually, I just start my new position as the head of design of Asian Pacific since last year. Actually, it is the first time to see Indian people in the Indian media. It's a really great honor to be standing in front of you here today. I'm really happy. But before we get to it, we have to share with the design story about India and our design strategy. I know everybody waiting, somebody after me, but I have to rush, but I have to explain something about new design. After that, maybe you will unveil the design, the car, it will be matching with my expectation. Actually, in Hyundai design, we start the design of Sensor Sport new strategy with the venue. That was last year we start. As you see, it's very nice, very fun design and very stylish design. It's very, it is first time we presented our new design philosophy. Actually, quite great success of the Indian people in the market. And after that, we showing the second car was I-10 Grand Neos. That was the yellow sketch. As you see, this is really sexy, dynamic, and very young design. Our team was able to successfully understand the needs of young Indian family buyers. But because globally we present our design direction with a show car, there was Lucille who standing on the left side. But there was show car. In India, we presented real prototype car because Indian customer absolutely we attributed this success is difficult. It is the influence of the design that defines our brand identity, which is more powerful than ever. Sensor Sport allows to touch the smallest aspects of design away. That the customer can see and feel the emotional value through the five senses. It's very important. We put more emotional value than ever before. We have to adopt all the design. It's very important chess, as you see the pictures. The king, the queen, the bishop, and the knights, they all look different. But they all different role, but together they become one very strong team. And we have carefully curated, crafted this Hyundai look to meet the expectation of the young India. So our design team is working hard about Indian culture and the Indian lifestyle. Today, we have to talk about new perfect Indian ultimate SUV, the new Creta. As you see, that is previous Creta. What makes the Creta perfect SUV? It is something very strong, very tight, and very boxy, and very practical. Actually, we built the new design with this design heritage to make it Creta more exciting than ever and better than perfect. Let's have a look at our design story. That is the first sketch from our designer. Yeah, actually, our international design team include Indian designer, European designer, Korean designer, every designer competing and collaborating together to make out this new result. We talk about many Indian culture and the contemporary art and the aesthetic point of view of the Indian. And finally, we decided making something very bold and unique. As you see the sketch, the silhouette and the profile is very well balanced, well proportioned. Look at the side character line with the fender. It's very unique. The character is grabbing with the front rear lamp. We call the boomerang light, the graphics, while accentuating the cascade grille at the same time. Actually, the designer presenting this sketch first time, and then we really concentrate to develop this sketch into the next level. So we are more intensively working this theme as we presented the first time. So we developed a more strong idea with this. So this is the final sketch from the designer. Yeah, look at that. That's really, I think it's very unique and very bold. So we keep this design stage to the final, and finally we made it the final design of that. Next sketch You see that? That is the final photo of a new Creta. When you look at the profile, it's really, really tight. It's really compact, but it's really well proportioned. Look at the new character of wheel arch. That's very unique. And look at the new circular shape. That is a flying circular. It's that undoubtedly the standout of all. The front has absolutely new shape. It's a new architecture. And the upper line connected with a small dot. And then the upper level is making the whole together. It's something very unique graphics. The rear, we have the same idea of the front. So it's unifying the front to rear design. Yeah, that's right. Zola. This is the display of our new design. That's really striking and then a new and very challenging in the new design language. So it was my design explication, and thanks so much. And stay tuned because there is always more to come from our design side this year, next year. Thank you, Delhi. Thank you, India. Dhanyayad. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Minchinpu. The all-new Creta is indeed a very attractive car and has a handsome stand. And now, a man who needs no introduction at all. Let's welcome on stage our very own corporate brand ambassador, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. It's indeed a pleasure to have you here with us, sir. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Hi everybody. Good afternoon, namaskar, adab, sat sri akal, Delhi. First of all, a big thank you, and it's a big honor always to be here with my family of Hyundai India. So thank you, Mr. Kim, for being here. Thank you, Mr. Koo, for the presentation. Thank you, Mr. Park. Thank you, Mr. Kark, and all the rest of the people that I've been associated with Hyundai India and the whole team for last 22 years. Actually, two things happened in the 22 years ago. One, I had a son, and one, I became the brand ambassador of Hyundai. So I'm like, with all due respect and love to everyone here, I'm like the father of Hyundai in India. Like I'm the father of my son. So for me, every time I come here, though this is not my expert area, we have Mr. Koo who's explained to us the design, the business. Mr. Kim is going to, and all the team members are here. And the media, of course, wants to know what's going to happen to the new cars and what is the new innovation. And of course, all these graphics and designs and the technology that is being brought here by Hyundai is fantastic, and you will get to know the details. But my job always has been to just feel proud of the fact that for years we've been working. We've been working in marketing, we've been working in technology, we've been working in design. But the main thing that happened to us in the last 22 years, is that I think Indian customers, Indian people have trusted the brand Hyundai. And I think that's the most important part. All the cars all around the world offer similar packages, but I think the most difficult thing to win in any business, any relationship is trust. And I think that pride of place Hyundai, when it came to India, when it started off 22 years ago and now, is only an accept. I was trying to understand, of course, we understand clean part of it. It's going to be environmentally more friendly. Connected part of it, everything is attached to your devices. But this concept of shared, because as people are living life in the modern world, most of the people do not wish to just take responsibility of ownership also at times. And the idea of sharing, leasing, being able to do it with the world's leading brand of cars, I think is extremely innovative. And inshallah, as we go forward, all this will come in. This afternoon in Delhi, obviously is for the all-new Creta, which has been called by Mr. Koo as sensuous sportiness. So it is good looking, it is robust, it's masculine, and if I may add, it's very sexy. It's kind of designed on me. It looks like me and feels like me, sensuous sportiness. So I'm very excited. I'm actually also, I have to show off a little. I'm the first owner of the first generation Creta that came to India 5 years ago. And one of the few cars that I personally drive. I really enjoy it. I find it very safe. My little kids travel in it, and I really enjoy it. And I found it very good looking. So I'm myself dying to see the new innovation that Mr. Koo has done, Mr. Kim has brought, the whole Hyundai family has brought. So we're going to unveil it here. I think the production of it starts later, but we'll start putting it out in March sometime. And I'm sure the love you've given to all the other cars of Hyundai, you will give to Creta yet again. Like I said, for the last 4 or 5 years, we've sold about 4.6 or 5 lakh cars. And it's not about the number of cars, it's about bringing to you safety, technology and design, and hopefully all our families enjoy this and find life becoming easier, better and more innovative. So thank you very much all the press and media people for being here. Thank you my family from Hyundai again. And thank you all the girls in the back there who are waving out to me. God bless you, and I think all of us are now waiting so that we can see the all-new Creta, so I won't take any more of your time. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for always being so kind, and thank you Auto Expo 2020 for having us over here. You guys have a good life, and thank you very much once again. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. Hyundai, being a household name in the automobiles in India, connects strongly with Shah Rukh Khan, and over the year, both have emerged as the most loved and the trusted names. Now, finally it's the time to witness the all-new Creta, the ultimate SUV. Can we have the film, please? Wow, the all-new Creta is brilliantly engineered and styled SUV. I would now like to invite Shah Rukh Khan, Mr. SRK Managing Director and CEO Hyundai Motor India Limited, Mr. Munchal Koo, Head of Hyundai Design, Mr. D.H. Park, Executive Director, Hyundai Motor India Limited, Mr. Tarun Garg, Director Sales and Marketing, to please join us on the stage for a photo op.
बहुत हेलो
on your left.